So while the paint on the baby Wilton's drying, I'm going to go ahead and come back to this project. Oh wait, y'all haven't seen that video yet because I haven't. Well, y'all just figured out I'm working on a baby Wilton. But right now, the glue's dried up on here. I've cut all the dowels flush and I'm just kind of smoothing things out. I was going to go ahead and refinish the entire handle, but because I don't think it's going to hold up, I'm not going to. If for some reason it does hold up, then I'll refinish it. But I'm going to be very surprised if it does. I'm going to smooth all this out. I am going to treat it a couple of times with BLO to absorb into the wood. But yeah, let's see. We will find out if this holds up. You can see, like I said, I cut all the dowels and I've smoothed them out. Do the same thing on this side, kind of smooth stuff out. I don't know if y'all can see. I mean, y'all already know how badly broken this handle was. I was very hopeful at the beginning because I thought it was just this part that was broken. But the more I messed with it, the more evident it became. But there was just fractures and splits everywhere. All right, I'm not going to get too much into it. I'm going to go ahead and give it a light sanding so it feels okay in my hands before it blows up. And then, yeah, I hear cracking. Give this a couple of coats of boiled linseed oil. It's just going to give this a really good coat of boiled linseed oil. And I will probably repeat this process 4 or 5 times in the next few days. I really need to make a chamber, PVC chamber or some sort that I can fill with boiled linseed oil, and I can just submerge handles in it. Yeah, just trying to give this every fighting chance possible. Just impregnate this handle with boiled linseed oil over the next few days. We'll slap her together, take it out, and see how quickly it blows up in my hands. I've got everything reassembled. I have done everything I can think of to possibly save this handle. Just to show you, this is the handle that's been glued back together and doweled. It's seen better days. Don't know how long it's going to last, but we're going to take it out. Well, you can come with me if you'd like. I'm going to take it out and beat the tar out of it, see how long it holds up. But I need to finish sharpening it. So that's the next step. Finish sharpening this, and then we'll take it outside. So sharpening this is pretty straightforward. It's just like sharpening any other axe. Even though it's got a curve in it, you're just going to pick an angle and file it. This may take hours to do. That's why I kind of went ahead and pre-profiled it outside, because there was a lot of material that needed to be removed. Be careful not to cut yourself. I don't know if y'all can see how much this is flexing. Starting to get a burr across the back side. Well, I'm going to continue on this side until I get a burr all the way across. I've got a nice burr right through here, one developing here. Still need to work on this curve, and I've got one here. But I'm going to continue this on both sides. Then I'll take a stone to it, hone it up, and a strop, and we'll take it outside and test it out. Almost finished sharpening this. This curve is kind of difficult to do, but like everything else, I'm standing where I can see the reflection of the light. And you can also, with practice, you can hear the difference between when you're on the edge and when you're not on the edge. Hey buddy, how you doing? All right. Well, buddy, you ready to go outside and test this? Huh? Yeah? Well, it's put back together. A lot of y'all that watched part one said that I should just replace the handle, and I agree. But I was curious. It's like a mad science project. I'm curious to see if I could save it. And the further I got into it, sit, buddy, sit. The further I got into it, the more I realized it was worse off than I thought. But I started, so I had to see it through. We'll take it outside, beat the crap out of it, and see how long it lasts. Even a new handle can break, so you can try it out. Isn't that right, buddy? Come here. So I don't know if anyone can see. I need to go ahead and trim up this tree right here a little bit. Start off easy, because down at the very edge of the property before the creek is a target, which is 100 yards away exactly, and I can't see it because it's overgrown. Pan over here, there's a feeder right at 100 yards away, but I cleared that out the other day with the mower. So let's get busy. Remy's not out here with me because last time I came out, a couple of cottonmouths out here. I don't normally wear gloves when I use an axe, but because I'm fully expecting this axe handle to break and splinter on me, I've got my old motorcycle riding gloves on. Love these things. Motosuka. Some of the best gloves around. So I'm just going to start out real simple. Start taking some of this out so I can see the target downrange. So far, so good. And I'm not really being gentle with it. So I guess I'm not going to make it all the way down there. I knew it was going to break. I was just hoping it was going to last a little bit longer. So I guess I'm just going to put a new handle on it. It's kind of anticlimactic. Well, I was hoping to make it further down there. Okay, because I got to put a new handle on here, this already had a curve cut, and what a better opportunity to show y'all how I cut my wedges. Using the jig that I've come up with, you can make some really nice axe wedges. Now, of course, this has been sanded and polished and it's ready to be used. They're not going to be this finished, you know, when you first do it. But the jig that I came up with very simple. I think I used just a piece of scrap wood, the 90 degree on both sides, and I cut a 6-degree angle in here, and then from that 6-degree angle I came off 90 degrees from it. You can play around with this angle. You might do 5, you might do 6, you might do 7, but this is the basic jig that I came up with. I've seen a lot of fancier jigs, but this works for me. With the setup, you need to make sure that your bandsaw has a fence so that the jig can glide across it. Now, the Shopsmith, it is very finicky. Anytime I remove this fence, I have to play with the adjustments just because of how this works or doesn't work well. But it's what I have. And it may not be set up completely correct, but y'all will get the idea. So what I've got here is just a piece of olive. It's pretty dense. I don't really have any scrap or anything right now that I can mess with. But the gist of this is, if you can see how it fits in there at an angle, you'll do your cut, and then you'll flip it over and the angle will change and you do another cut. So let me show you. So I didn't have the fence set up quite right, but you get the idea. Now what I'll do is I'll just flip this over and it'll give me my other angle. So, like I said, I need to set my fence up. I've been doing a lot of freehand cutting with this and didn't have the jig set up properly, but you get the idea. If you have your fence set up correctly, then you can make a lot of wedges this way. I've made dozens of wedges using that method. I have plenty of wedges. That's why I haven't had that fence set up properly. And I keep all my cutoffs because you never know what you'll need. I have some wedges that have come with handles, pre-made wedges. But a lot of these wedges I've made myself. And I have just got a box full of wedges that can be used. So get out there and try to do something new. Figure it out. If you don't have a bandsaw and you've got a miter saw, Tool Scouter's method works fantastic. If you don't have a miter saw and you've got a bandsaw, this method, when set up correctly, works great. And I'm sure that any method, you're going to have your equipment set up correctly. I just didn't have the time to set mine up, but these are all still usable. I am going to use them. Stick them in here. As you can see, I don't need any wedges right now, but I've got plenty. But if you need to make wedges, there you go. It's a great way to do it. Well, I was hopeful about the original handle. I knew after I got into it, it was going to fall apart. It was going to break. So I've rehung this. I probably should have done all this first this morning, but I've already been at it for about 4 hours. I've relocated a mailbox in rocky soil, trimmed a bunch of trees, and I still got some other stuff to do. So let's get after it. Let's see. Get this out of here. I don't even know what that is. Oh yeah, this even feels a lot better. I can tell that I'm not afraid to use it. Let's see, where's this one coming off of? Yeah, feels real solid. I like it. Whew. I'm going to trim this up a little bit better. Oh yeah, much better. All right, move down here where the cottonmouths are at. So this area has just been obliterated and destroyed by pigs. So I can't get my mower back here. I did get on Marketplace the other day and pick up a scythe, and I've almost finished restoring it. I just need to do some more research about peening it and sharpening it so I can get out here and clear this out. But I got a target back here that I want to uncover, and I'm keeping an eye out for water moccasins because they're back here. I've seen 3 the last couple times I've been out here. Wow, this area has just been demolished by pigs. That's another reason I want to clear this area out, so I can start hunting the pigs again. Wow. Absolutely just demolished. Oh, good Lord. All right. Can't see what I'm doing. At least I can see the target now. Being extremely careful looking for snakes. Well, it definitely works. I'm going to finish clearing this area out, but I'm happy with it. Orange spiders. What? All right. Yeah. Need to get that scythe sharpened up so I can come in here and clear this out. Well, let's see. Even though I painted that green, if I toss it down, it is still something I can easily spot, which I like. I like that. All right. I'm gonna stop tempting fate and get out of here, because the longer I'm in here, more likely I am to get struck. I've probably already chased them off. They don't want to have anything to do with me just as much as I don't want to have anything to do with them. Well, there she is. DJ, thank you very much. I appreciate the brush axe. I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of it here on the property. Thank you very much. I hope y'all enjoyed the mad science project. And until next time, get out there, save something from being forgotten, and live a big life.